What's up, party people? Hey, hey. If you're new here, my name's Nayani, and this is Swag is Forever. Cue intro. So by no means am I a makeup artist, and this is definitely not like a makeup channel, but I do have to get ready. I'm actually getting ready for a video you guys have already seen, so this is like the past. I don't really know the logistics. And I figured this would be a perfect time to chit chat, a little girl gab. How else are we supposed to become true, real close friends if we don't share these intimate moments in the bathroom getting ready for the club? Like, literally one person asked me to do a makeup tutorial, and I took that as my sign that everybody has secretly been wanting one from me. So here it is. So I used to use the MAC primer. Oh, it doesn't even have the name on it anymore, but like the MAC primer. But I've been seeing so many people talk about this like e.l.f., what is it, super power grip. So I started using that, and I do think that I like it, but we gotta give it a couple more tries to see how I'm really feeling about it. When it comes to me and makeup, it's definitely not a very complicated process. I am not a makeup girly by any means, and I've noticed that I look goofy with a full beat. I wish I didn't, but I look goofy with a full beat. So my makeup is usually on the more natural side. I do want to look like I have makeup on though. Trust and believe. If I took this long to do my makeup, y'all are gonna tell that I'm wearing makeup. Okay. I'm going with this like fan angled brush, and I put my primer on all over my face. And while we're doing this, we might as well chit chat and get to know each other. This is like a first date. So originally, I am from Delaware. I went to school at Howard University for the last 4 years in Washington, D.C., and now I'm back in the dirty dough. But yeah, I'm back in my hometown doing the things, which is honestly nothing. There's not much to do here, not much at all, but we make the most of it. Today, I'm actually going to a hot air balloon festival, which is very, very random. But my mom found it and she got us tickets. So I'm honestly looking forward to it. I want to see like, what's that about? So that'll be later today, but I'm gonna film, and my niece and nephew have their respective sports games, summer league thing. So I don't know, maybe I'll be a good aunt. Maybe I'm secretly a deadbeat. This is actually a concealer. This is Urban Decay. It's 70 Warm is the shade that I use. I don't think it really focused, but I use 70 Warm. I actually got this kind my like senior year of high school when I decided I was gonna do my own makeup for prom. I thought it was a foundation until I got home and started using it and saw that it said concealer. But I'm obsessed with it. It's like a pretty perfect match for me. So I've been using it as my foundation for the last like 5 years, and I really like it. I also go in with a MAC foundation. This shade is NC47. The girl at MAC helped me pick this out, but it's light for me. I'm disappointed in my good sis. I take that on like a big brush back of my hand and just kind of like blotch it about. I will be looking a little light skinned, but just give me a second. We have bronzer. That's gonna add a little bit of color back into my face. More. Don't look too close, you guys. Don't. So, I forgot it's summer and I've been outside. So I look like a mime. I look like a mime. Stick with me though. Give me a second. We're gonna fix this. I have MAC concealer as well. This is NC30. But yeah, like I said, I live in Delaware. There's a lot of people when I went to school who couldn't even point Delaware out on a map. So when it comes to me and repping my sets, I am very proud of where I'm from. I love the dirty dove. Delaware. Being back home has been a process of me figuring out how to kind of pour back into where I'm from and find the spaces where my hometown maybe isn't thriving in certain areas and make that happen here. We have so many amazing people and so much talent and so much life here. And I don't think that it gets appreciated enough, and I don't think that it gets shown off enough. So that is what I've been doing the past year being home. I started a showcase, you could say, called Artist Interlude. Some of you guys may have seen it on my main account. Damn Daryl, follow me there. DAMN.DARILLE. Shameless promo. It's just a space for artists to connect. Back in DC, I feel like I noticed that there was a very tight artist community, okay? If you made music, you knew somebody who made music, you knew somebody who painted, you knew somebody who rapped, who did poetry, who was a photographer, who was a designer. Like, all the artists knew each other and they was tight, they was cool. So when you had an event or when you were looking for somebody that could fill that role that you needed, you had a whole list of people that you could call upon. But here, there really wasn't that. Like, we don't really have that. And I really wanted it. I missed it. I missed being so tight knit with a bunch of people who were into the same stuff as me, or even if they weren't into the same stuff as me, people who I could learn something from, or we could create together, or I could just watch you grow and thrive and deal with the thizzle. Like, I missed seeing that. I missed being a part of that. So that was where Artist Interlude came from. Oh, this is the moment you guys have been waiting for. I'm gonna put some color back in my face. This is MAC bronzer shade Rich Golden, matte Rich Golden. If you're wondering why I have so many MAC products, it's because a couple years ago, my 21st birthday was coming up and I was doing a photo shoot and I was doing my own makeup and I was like, yeah, girl, we're gonna get the professional grade stuff. So I went to MAC and I spent like $250 in MAC, which I guess, I don't know if that's considered a lot or not, but it was a lot for me and my little baby paycheck. But yeah, like I was saying before I went off into a tangent. Yeah, we've had a couple of events so far in a couple of different spaces. The third one is in the works right now, and this one is actually going to be a fashion show. I'm so excited. For those of you who don't know, like I said, this might be your first time seeing me. I am heavily influenced, heavily inspired by fashion. It's literally like my favorite thing in the entire world. I live for a look. I live to get dressed. Like, I love it. So I'm excited to be a part of, and not just like be a part of, but be the one hosting and putting together a fashion show in Delaware. It's a very exciting feat for me. I know how much work it takes. I was in plenty of fashion shows when I was in school. I was in a modeling organization, so I was definitely in my fair share of fashion shows. So it's very exciting for me to be able to do this on my own. I was a substitute teacher for an entire year from when I moved. I've been home for a year now, so from when I moved, the school year started in September. So from then, I was a substitute teacher, and there were so many outings and so many like long-term absences that were happening within the school that I ended up being there for the entire year. For the first half of the year, I was substitute teaching a 12th grade English class, and then in January, they moved me to a 9th grade English class. They knew better than to put me anywhere but English because I had a ball, I guess. Those kids worry me. And if I'm back next year, I hope that I'm not, because we're banking on a big kid job. Hello. But if I so happen to be back, I hope and I pray that they have not lost everything that I have taught them in that year, because it was a challenge. And free me from the shackles of childcare, because now I'm working at a summer camp. Cool, but I'm tired of interacting with your children. Also, I'm putting so much bronzer on right now. It's because I'm so tan that my face just looks so pale, and I have to really put in a lot of work on the bronzer. I haven't put on makeup since my birthday, and while I was kind of tan on my birthday, since then I've gone to the beach, I've been at this camp I told y'all. We've got a little color. We've got a little color this summer. And I ain't mad at it. My goal every summer is to get as dark as humanly possible. I'm hoping I can crank this up 2 more shades by the end of the summer. Now we gotta contour this nose because I know y'all have been looking at this light spot on the front of my nose, wondering if I was ever going to fix that. I am. Give me a sec. Just let me work. A little dip on the side. A little dip on the side. I tried to do it there so you guys could see. You go here, here, and then across the top. And then I just blend all that out. After I blend everything out, I like to go back in with my concealer and just do a little bit of brightening. I am a bright under eye girly. I'm a bright concealer type of gal. I do like my under eye looking quite bright. I know that's not everybody's cup of tea, and if it isn't, that's okay. Drink your coffee. You feel me? Yeah, also, I mentioned my birthday. And I am the type of girl that's going to remind you, it's my birthday's coming up, guess what, it's my birthday. Like, everybody and their mama will know that it is my birthday. Celebrate. Where's my applause? Right. But my birthday was on the 20th, so it was a couple of weeks ago. It was my 23rd. In my hashtag Jordan year, you feel me? People say that your 23rd year, the age 23 is like the year of like isolation. I'm not mad at that. I'm not sad about that. I'm not shedding no tears. I feel like I've always kind of liked being by myself. There were times when I was in school where I did feel lonely, and I'm definitely not scared or sad about being by myself. I've been trying to take myself out on solo dates also, like since being home. I really didn't do that too often in DC. Now I have kind of no choice but to be alone more than I was alone before, and I'm really not upset about it. So we're gonna see if 23 lives up to that name of being like a year of loneliness or a year of isolation or whatever it is. I personally can be alone without feeling lonely. And with all the things that I have been cramming into my to-do list, I don't really have the time to be bored or alone because there's always something to do. I started using, because I used to use the NARS. It's like a creamy blush in the shade Scandalous. I used to use this, and I do still really like this, but recently I grabbed the Too Faced At First Sight liquid blush, and I do like it. I think it's pretty cute. I like it for my skin tone. I've been really feeling like a more pinky type of blush here lately. One day I will get that little Painted by Esther technique. Oh my gosh, I never noticed the little applicator is a heart. It's so cute. But one day I will get that little Painted by Esther technique. And when I do, y'all won't ever see me without it. You'll think that my skin has been permanently tinted because I will constantly be putting it on my face. I don't put blush in the center of my cheeks. I do definitely higher up on my cheekbones. I used to be a center of the cheek blush type of gal, but then I got my makeup done for a photo shoot, and she put the blush on like my cheekbones for real. And my cheekbones are kind of high, not to flex. But she put it like on my cheekbones for real. And I remember looking at myself and being like, wow, I look beautiful. So from that point forward, I have only put my blush up on my upper cheekbones. I think it's flattering for my face shape. And I think that that's the biggest thing, is applying blush for your face shape. I have a very long oval head. I feel like the blush on the cheekbones kind of just like, I don't know, it makes sense. Like it highlights it. It's, I don't know, maybe should I be doing the opposite to make my face look more circular? Girl, I don't know, but this is where I like my blush. This is how I'm gonna keep doing it because I think it looks pretty. I'm also not a blush blindness gal. I hope that I don't look back and think like, wow, I did have blush blindness this whole time. But I personally, I don't think that I have blush blindness. I don't think I put on a whole bunch of blush to have blush blindness. I'm not like a heavy blush type of gal. I don't like a whole bunch of blush on my face. This is pretty much the end of like the important stuff, but spray down. And then we're gonna hit with some mascara. I use Sky High by Maybelline. I used to use I think it was like CoverGirl. I really enjoyed that. But I got it for free at a convention like 2 years ago. So, and I got 2 of them, so it lasted me like a long time. And now I kind of can't find it anywhere because I got it so long ago. So I just grabbed the Sky High. I remember using this when I was like in high school, and she kind of is that girl. I can't lie to you. So I've been using a lash system, I've been using a lash serum to grow out my lashes some, and I do think that it's making them thicker. I don't know how much longer it's making them, but it is making them quite thick. And I was a acrylic tip girl down. Like, I loved some nails. I loved a long square nail. That was my jam. But my nails do grow pretty long and they grow pretty fast and they're really thick. So I was like destroying my nails for the vibe, just for the aesthetic of it all, in all honesty, because I had no real reason to be demolishing my nails like that. So I've been getting gel manis, using my lash serum, trying, you know, I mean, I've been growing my hair out. I've had locks for, in August, it'll be 7 years. Yay! But I've been trying to grow out all of my facilities myself. Been in a heavy self-improvement bag when it comes to the physical things. I feel like I'm always in a self-improvement bag when it comes to the mental, spiritual, emotional, financial, career things. But I am trying to lock in on the physical aspects. Going to the gym regularly, eating healthy, trying to cut back on my sugar because your girl does enjoy a sweet. I do. What can I say? What can I say? I have to chill out on that so we can get this waist snatched. Yeah. And that's the timing that I've been on lately. Along with this, I've been contemplating starting a YouTube channel for a couple of months now, honestly. It hasn't been like, oh my gosh, I've been thinking about this for years. I'm usually one to have a thought and act on it. Like, I'll at least try it. I love watching people do anything and talk about nothing on YouTube. I do it every single morning. I watch them get ready for whatever random thing they're gonna do today. Are we doing a lip liner? Is it that serious? I don't think it's that serious. But yeah, like, I watch people do stuff like this all the time. So I figured, why not? But this is the finished makeup look. Hold on, let me get in some good lighting. This is the finished look. This is like a day-to-day chill type of vibe. She's a little light skinned. Remember, y'all, I did get an aggressive tan, so hope you enjoyed. I love chit-chatting. You know, I'm a yapper down. I just talk for 30 minutes straight, no breaths, no gaps. Okay. They say that to love someone is to know them. So I hope you guys learned a little bit about me, and I'll see y'all soon. Remember, pain is temporary, swag is forever. Bye.